Snap. What up, y'all? Late kid at OneYoungsta, holding it down, bringing that StreetGeek and NERDSoul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of Beats, Vibes, Life. That is what it's all about today. Usually on this show, I bring an album. He brings an album. We flesh it out and review it. But today is a special day. So before we get started, to my left, my esteemed colleague.
Yes. What's happening, y'all?
Arckatron.
How y'all doing? Scrambling over here. How y'all doing? Peace up. You know what I mean? A-Town down. All the towns
Peace
down.
Up, A-Town down.
All the towns up. All
you
the
know
towns down.
Yeah. We go. So, guys, today you see in the title, top 5 hip hop groups. There's tons of hip hop groups. Now we had to lay down our criteria.
Okay.
A group is 3 or more. All right.
3
It can't be a duo
or more.
All right. It can't be a
No
duo.
duos. No duos.
So it can be. We'll do best duos one day. But
yeah, duo. That means there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, there's a bunch of duos.
Now the question is this: 3 members, or at least
They
more.
got to be 3 or more members.
Now, are they rappers? All the members, or
they don't all have to be rappers, but they have to be members.
Okay, I'm just double checking.
Yeah, they don't all have to rap.
In, you know
they don't all have to rap, but they do have to. They do have to be on the group.
IG, hold on.
So, with that said, we got our 5. We're sure you got your 5. So, go on and hit us down in down in the comments your list of top 5 hip hop groups. If you're in the chat right now, we don't see. It's might be like Little Miss Chocolate or Alan Lewis or something up in there. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's up. But I got some house cleaning to do real quick while y'all getting y'all list together. New Patreon supporter, Tim Iota or something. I can't remember. I don't know how to do your last name, but Tim I, you in the house. Thank you for supporting NERDSoul. Big shout out to you. Other supporters that came through.
Raise the roof.
Enrique Carry On, big shout out. Dope comic book writer. Check his comic book out called Phenomic. It's Phenomik. Super dope. And Thought Crimes. They're amazing. They're on this channel, or website. Thought Crimes. Check them out. They're dope. Now, that's out of the way. They're living the best life. All right. So that's out of the way. So you're like, yo, NERDSoul, what else going on?
What else is going on?
I don't know what's going on.
What else is going on?
Well,
Flex Master Funk.
I've crossed 2,000 subs. That's right, 2,000 subscribers on YouTube. On YouTube, super dope. Had a whole bunch of fun. Thank you guys for supporting, coming out, watching videos, hitting thumbs up, hitting thumbs down, putting down comments, whatever you do. Big shout out, thanks to you guys. Because if it wasn't for y'all, then I'd be making this joint. Won't nobody be watching. I mean, somebody. So living our best life. Now, all that's out the way. Back to Beats, Vibes, Life. Hip hop groups, 3 or more members. There's been tons of groups in the pantheon of hip hop. Like, who's a group that back when you was younger, you was like, you know what, they kind of eyed. Who like stood out when you were younger? Like, to me, I'll say I remember Onyx.
I was gonna say Fushnikins.
Oh, snap, the Fushnikins. Fushnikins. Onyx stood out. You know what I'm saying? There's 3 times dope. Now I don't know. Were they 3? I don't know. But anyway, there's
Beastie Boys,
Beastie Boys, stuff like that. There's tons of groups. So guys, get y'all list together. We're gonna start with us. Now, do you want to go first?
No, I got a question for you. What about collectives? Does that count?
No collectives.
So we ain't talking about Odd Future.
No. Odd Future is not. They're not a specific group.
No. What's the other group collective I was thinking of?
Migos, they count. Migos.
Yeah, it's 3 of them.
Yeah, it's 3 of them.
Okay. Yeah, of course, Migos.
3
count.
Migos.
Yes,
So
Amigos.
They count. So
Los Migos.
you
Because
so you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You can go first.
All right. My number 5 in my list.
Number 5.
Top hip hop groups.
Top hip hop groups in your his opinion. His opinion.
Sugarhill Gang. Now I know what you about to say. Sugarhill Gang. Didn't they only have 1 hit? Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But Sugarhill Gang, part of my criteria for all these groups is that these are people that changed the culture, pushed the culture, and took a new step in hip hop. In hip hop history, hip hop awareness, the diversification, the pushing forward of the culture into different spaces, hearts and minds, all that stuff, whether going across the world, going on television, all kinds of stuff. These groups made a difference for the music and culture. Sugarhill Gang was the first group. Many rappers have already been quoted saying they were the ones that let us know, like, so this is a thing. Like people that were rapping like in parks, battling and stuff back then. When Sugarhill Gang dropped, they were like, oh, so this is it. It let them know like this is another step you can take. Like this isn't just something that you can do in the parks. This is something that can be on radio. This is something that can be on TV. And once they see it, a lot of people need to see to believe. And once they saw it, then they believe that they too can also take that step and take it to another level. Sugarhill Gang, if it wasn't for the hip, the hop, the hippie to the hip hop, and you don't stop, you don't know, you wouldn't have nothing right now. You sitting there looking sad. So, Sugarhill Gang, shouts to y'all. That's my number 5. Okay. How about you, my brother?
About me, my number 5?
Yes, your number 5.
You want my number 5?
Yes, I
said, do the people want number 5?
Yes, they want it.
So my number 5 is The Roots.
Okay. Good pick. I like The Roots.
Probably the best hip hop band of all time.
Yeah.
Hands down.
I agree.
One of the greatest top MCs. Actually, at MCs, because he does perform a lot throughout the year. I mean, when the Roots were on their run, they were like touring like 300 plus days a year for like 5 to 6 years.
Because I remember like Questlove being up in the OK Player forums talking about how many days a year they would tour, and it was like something stupid like 300 days, it was high. Like basically they took like maybe a couple of weeks off. Besides that, maybe like holidays, a month off, and that was it. Yeah, probably like holidays, but maybe like a month total out of the whole year. But the rest of the time they was on the road jamming. Yeah. So
and I've seen him perform 5-6 times now.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm not a fan of like live performances, but when the Roots play, it's a show.
Yeah.
And Black Thought goes in all the way.
Yes, he does.
Even if you want to like mention other members like Malik B, Dice Raw has been in and out of the group. You have obviously you have Questlove. Old school, I go back with Hub on the bass, Leonard
Hub on the bass.
And you got you had Scott
Kamal on keys.
Scott Storch, then Kamal on keys.
Oh yeah.
And then now they have like Captain Kirk playing the guitar.
Yeah.
They had a dude Ben. I forgot what his last name was. He played on the guitar. Like during the
the time when they were doing like Phrenology so they had
a bunch of
the dude that did what is it?
Not Cody Chestnut.
Oh, not Cody Chestnut.
Another guy. I forgot his name, but they had a bunch of people running out.
Now they got old boy on percussion that helps out.
Knuckles, I think he's gone.
He's gone now? Never mind. I thought he was on the show. Never mind.
No, I think he's off. Someone else is in his place.
Never mind. Yeah. Oh well, he used to be there. All right.
Yeah, but it's a good opportunity.
But the core of the Roots, you gotta give them their props.
Yeah,
man. Gotta give them their props.
So that's my number 5.
All right,
who's your number 4? 4.
Well, this is going to be pretty easy.
Another controversial one.
Because it's the Roots.
Okay.
So it's a slam dunk.
Oh, okay.
It's the Roots. There's no way that the number 1 MC on my list would not end up some way, shape, or form on this list of top 5. Like you said, the Roots, the way they perform, the way they mess their music with popular music, mixing back and forth, the control that Black Thought has on stage is like none other. Now, he is not as animated as some of my other favorite performers.
Like Busta Rhymes?
Like Busta, like Meth and Red, but he still controls the crowd very well. Instrumentation is always the bomb. And the Roots show is always a good time. Always a good time. I've seen them perform in Richmond. I've seen them perform in Baltimore. I've seen them perform in DC. Where else have I seen them perform? In Virginia Beach. I've seen them just about everywhere. All right, and it's always a good show, and they're always on time.
That's very important.
If a Roots show say 10 o'clock, you better be there at 10 o'clock. Because I'm telling you, once the stroke of 10 hit, they're gonna be like.
That was like Stevie, man. Stevie, that show started at It was an 8 o'clock show. That show started at 8.
Yep. Yo,
he was on time.
He ain't on that diva mess where people
went
making you wait for 2-3 hours for them to show up.
How long did the Roots rock out? Like on average, each time you seen them?
Man, maybe like an hour or so, like an hour some change.
Yeah, I've seen them work out maybe for even longer. Man,
it's like you get in a groove and you just forget what time it is.
So I seen them after Katrina. They brought up a band from Louisiana.
Word.
Perform with them, like at the end, and they performed so much they went outside and they just had people just walk out with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a dope. See, there's the interesting thing about a Roots performance is you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You really never know. Like you could be chilling and you'll be like, hold up. So Erykah Badu's here?
Oh yeah, Jill Scott has popped up in many of the shows I've seen.
You'll be chilling, it'll be like Jill Scott's here.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Jill Scott has been I've seen her twice actually.
Yeah. It's like you be chilling, be like, oh, Common's here. It'd be like it's just random. I wasn't there, but there was one, I think at UVA or something that they did, and De La was there. It's just like
wow. And I don't think De La and the Roots have they ever collabed? And then on a record. I think so. I
don't think so.
Yeah.
But yeah,
maybe later on, maybe some later stuff that I don't know, but I gotta ask Haas about that. Haas would know.
Let's see.
Thomas D up there.
King Hebrew. And Thomas D. What up? Nice to see y'all. King Hebrew says my top 5 is Public Enemy, Eric B and Rakim, Outkast, De La, Tribe Called Quest, in no specific order. Now, I will say this: our criteria is you have to have 3 or more members. So Eric B and Rakim, they can't be allowed. You know what I'm saying? Outkast, they ain't allowed because those are duos, and we'll do a duo video.
Yeah, we should do a verse soon. Not soon, but like
maybe summertime. Summertime.
Yeah.
Summertime.
Yeah, because it's a good duo too.
It's a good duo. All right, Thomas D, what up? Nice to see y'all. So that's my number 4.
Okay,
who's your number 4?
My number 4.
See, he ain't got his order straight.
De La. De La Soul is my number 4.
Okay, all right. Good.
Longevity is very, very important for me.
Yes.
They have hits.
Yes.
You won't count that. They got the numbers.
They've been solid.
The whole career. They never broke up.
Never broke up. Yeah, never broke up.
Which is hard. You know,
very hard.
Roots and De La, like they win the longevity race.
Yeah.
Because they've been out for so long. It's like,
definitely.
De La is going on what, like 21 years, something like that.
Yeah, they've been out for a long time. Very long.
So they got the longevity, they got the songs, they got the influence. They've impacted a lot.
They spawned a movement.
Yeah. They impacted a lot of hip hop that we hear today.
Yes.
Underground or overground, whatever you want to call it. Like all music, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that were touched by the style of De La, whether it's early De La.
Yeah.
Like the fun, the irreverence, or the older De La, where it's a little more introspective. Some people would call preachy at times.
Yeah.
But
the stakes is high. The post
stakes is high because you had that balloon mind state where it was kind of changing a little bit. Yeah. Mess up my mind with the eye patch. Like, yo, that's when started like turning like a little bit, and you was like, oh, all right, nigga. Because of course the industry was changing.
Yes.
So yeah, De La. All right, okay, De La.
Yeah,
nice
I have
nice pick.
Yeah, Haas would like me because I said I'd pick. Even though there's certain groups like I respect. Like De La is a group that I respect. I have maybe like half their albums. And I like all the ones I've heard. So and the older ones don't really really resonate with me as much as the later ones. Like the mid to late ones resonate way more with me now. And that shows a lot for longevity too, like where they're still putting out music enough to somehow catch me later on in my life, you know.
Word.
So yeah, De La definitely impact hip hop.
Cool. All right. Culture. Now before I do my number 3, I'm gonna pause real quick. Thomas D threw out Geto Boys with a question mark. Geto Boys is in an interesting place with me. I like them. I like what they represented, but I don't know. They didn't make my list because I don't know if they had the cultural impact. They did have a couple big songs,
maybe the cultural down there impact.
Yeah, see, but that's another thing.
We may not
me not being from Texas, it might be completely changed because I remember even in VA, you know, Mom Playing Tricks on Me was like a huge song.
Yeah.
And then the meaning was there too. So that's another thing I really liked about Geto Boys is that they had style, but they didn't let their style overshadow their substance. Of course, you had Bushwick. He was a little crazy with it, but you need that to play off of someone like Scarface and Willie D for that. You know what I'm saying? For that matter. So yeah, Geto Boys dope. They didn't make my list. Don't mean that they're not dope. But my number 3.
Who's your number 3? We probably gonna have the same all by now, so we better just say who's your number 3.
Public Enemy.
Okay.
See, you weren't thinking that. You weren't thinking.
No, that's my number 3.
Oh, snap, for real?
Yeah. Because we know who 1 and 2 are. We know. Come on, bro. We know who 1 and 2 is.
We don't really know who 1 and 2 is.
You do your Public Enemy. So you start and I'll finish and then I'll do my 2 and then you do your 1.
All right, cool. So Public Enemy, powerful. That's it. Powerful with something to say with a voice as strong as Chuck D's. In a music that was made to be able to create and sustain a voice for Black people, you can't overlook Public Enemy. And to this day, you put on Fight the Power and everybody knows what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And they have continued to push the ball forward, whether it's activism, whether it's speaking out, whether it's being a symbol for what I think some of the best parts of hip hop can be. And I think sometimes we forget about the activism side and the sort of poetic, musical, journalistic side of hip hop.
Okay. Like what's that? Broken Glass Everywhere. Like like that kind of
where it kind of like illustrates the times and the place that we live in.
Because it encapsulates the time. So that you can go back and say, that was going on there. And
the sad thing is, if I can get on my political soapbox for a moment, with that lyric or with that whole song, Broken Glass Everywhere, there's no reason with the resources that this country has for that song to still be relevant. There is no reason, besides institutional racism and hate, but there is no reason that song should still be relevant. There's no reason Marvin Gaye's What's Going On should still be relevant. There's no reason. We should be looking at those songs and be like, man, it was bad then. Thank God we got our stuff together. But unfortunately, the
NERDSoul soapbox right there. You know,
there's the soapbox. But I'm off the soapbox. You can see the soapbox a little more on Sundays, lounging with Marquita, and then we'll jump on the soapbox. But
the NERDSoul, I'm thinking of the NERDSoul box or something like that.
Yeah, we can figure that out.
NSB.
Yeah, NSB. We can figure that out. So why did you put Public Enemy as number 3?
Impact on a different level of more than just the rhymes and the beats, more of the impact of the message. The message.
Yeah.
The reason why I have Daylight is because the message that they represented and presented, throughout is an important message. It's an important thing that needs to be, because there's still things that need to be done from back then, and it still needs to be done. True. It's like music should be, music is always should be a reflection of the times and the people. So times are still the way they were in the 90s and to some degree. So so you have to continue on and have a message. And you see it now with different artists. Without PE, you don't have them. You don't have Ice Cube.
You don't have
Ice Cube that
we just reviewed that album last week. You don't have America's Most without Public Enemy, because that's the energy he found solace in when he went back. He left West Coast for a little bit, went to the East Coast.
It's not like comfortable to do it, but it's like it kind of made it more, because PE was such a success. Yeah, it made people like pay attention to it more. Like, oh wait, you guys are. So it makes everyone pay more attention to it. So you come up like Ice Cube come out with something, it makes you more of a ripple, and that ripple could not be. It might have been no one else in that era, but the children or the children's children, like the ripple effect of those like two like albums at the time kind of shaped a lot of people way to rap now.
Yeah.
Everyone that's any talk about anything activism wise,
they got to give it up to PE.
Got to give it up to PE.
Yeah. Definitely got to give it up. So big shout out in the group King Hebrew throws out Jungle Brothers. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got love for Jungle Brothers. I got love for them. I got love for them.
I don't know much.
They got a couple of joints that I like.
I don't know much Jungle Brothers. What about Main Source? Would you throw Main Source in there too?
I don't know if I consider Main Source a group. I guess yeah.
Because there was 3 of them, right?
I guess I would consider the main
DJ.
And it was yeah. So
Lost Boys will be in there too.
Lost Boys, that'll be another group.
It's like Spig Nice. Still trying to figure out what Spig Nice does. What does Spig Nice do?
Spig Nice is like the Jerobi.
No.
Spig Nice is Pretty Lou is the Jerobi.
Pretty Lou.
Yeah, Pretty Lou is the Jerobi.
Looking for Pretty Lou.
Now,
where in the world is Pretty Lou?
Where's the world? So my number 2.
Well, you do number 2. You just did number 3. You said P. Nah, so I was gonna do number 2.
Oh yeah, you do your number 2. Sorry.
It's gonna be the same one anyway.
It's not.
If you know hip hop, it better be the same.
Go give me your number 2.
My number 2 is Tribe Called Quest. A Tribe Called Quest.
A Tribe Called Quest. You gotta say the whole thing.
Yes. Yep, right. Tribe Called Quest. And that's not your number 2?
Nope.
Ooh, and I'm gonna beat you up. I'm gonna beat you up now. You getting beat up. Tribe Called Quest, another different kind of impact. Cultural. More of a cultural like aesthetic. Blackness, more like knowing thyself.
Black is black. Yeah.
All black is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? All black is beautiful, not just one kind of black.
Yeah.
Tribe, man, they brought a whole different energy. They dropped 5 albums together.
5, I think, all together. You got Peoples, you got Low End, then Midnight.
6,
all right.
So the last one was 6.
Yeah.
Because I forget the Love Movement.
Yeah.
It's
Love Movement.
These Rhymes Life, Love Movement.
Word.
Thank you for your service.
Tavana said Tribe. She yelled out Tribe.
Yeah, we just said Tribe.
So Tribe. She's giving you love. She's giving you love. She like Tribe.
So Tribe is definitely my number 2.
All right.
Now I'm intrigued to see what your 2 is, and it better not be what I think it is.
So my 5,
I'm gonna beat you up.
So my 5, Sugarhill.
Okay.
My 4 was The Roots.
Yeah.
3 was Public Enemy.
Okay.
Number 2, De La Soul. De La Soul. Here's why. I love Tribe.
Run your list back again. Run it back.
5, Sugarhill. 4, Roots. 3, Public Enemy. 2, De La. Here's why. I don't think you have Tribe. I don't think you have the latter success of Jungle. I don't think you have the spidering out of maybe like the I guess continued success of like Moni and Queen without De La. I think De La I see De La as an ignition point and a glue that kind of sparked it and then held it for as long as it was held together. Okay. And don't get me wrong, Trout was in there, but I felt when it because I feel when you're talking about when we're taking a list of 5 and we got to speak about people that make an impact, that push the culture, I felt that Tribe and De La were very close to each other. And then when I looked at, okay, well, who seems to be the one that was first or that kind of inspired all the rest of them to kind of come together? And it was De La for me. So that's why Tribe didn't make it. Not that Tribe isn't dope, because my list, I've been fighting with this all day. But that joint was like Tribe, De La like this. And I was like, well, it's not fair to some other groups that I thought really pushed culture forward to put 2 groups that were essentially in the same collective and were not the same, but similar in ways. But of course you have like Prince Paul as opposed to Tip that were made, so there's definitely a difference in them. But since they were in the same collective, I felt that it would be unfair to the other groups that I wanted to give a shine on. So that's why I picked De La. De La has been, we talked about them. They've been on point since. Their lyrics have never slipped. They've been out forever. They never broke up. And they have a hip hop album that I don't think is not that I think is not only a classic, but if somebody was ever to come to Earth and they were like, "What is hip hop? Give me like, 3 albums or whatever." One of those albums would be De La Soul is Dead, because De La Soul is Dead it's fun and irreverent, which I think hip hop is and should be. It's got a message, which is what I think hip hop should have. But it doesn't take itself too seriously. It's got skill in the lyrics. They've got double entendres. They got ways that they rhyme and form their thoughts in music that is not only clever, but at a high level, like hidden behind the fun, there's a high level of rhyming on that album. The skits are mad funny and the beats are on point. So that's how De La has always been to me. Tribe, of course, I know people are beating me up already because you got
I'm looking at you over the camera. I'm like,
you got People's Low End and Midnight, which is like crazy, and I know that. Trust me, I understand. But when you got something like De La that I think was not only the ignition point, but the glue that held native tongue together and was the representation of, I got to give it to De La. So that is my number 2, De La. Now, let me go to the chat. King Hoover says, "Can I kick it?" King Hoover says, "Right." Then he put a whole bunch of hundreds. You know what I'm saying? Give a brother a whole bunch of hundreds, but no diss to Tribe Called Quest.
He dissing them, y'all.
Love them.
He
guys.
Got hate for Tribe.
I do not.
He a Tribe hater.
Man,
Tribe Called Hate over here.
Oh man, but that's my number 2. So who is your number?
You know who
1?
my number 1 is.
You know who my number 1 is.
It better be there. It's the same.
You better be. We're gonna say it on 3. All right.
All right.
You ready? Now
Yeah.
we're gonna say 1, 2, 3, and then say it.
Then say it.
All right. You ready?
Okay.
It better be what it better be.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3. Wu-Tang Clan. That's right.
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Financial. Diversify your bonds.
Yeah,
right.
that was a gimme.
Here's why Wu-Tang makes number 1 for me. We've got a group in here like Sugarhill that actually show people that it was possible to kind of do this on radio, on TV, make money, make this a business as instead of just kind of be in the parks. You got my number 4, which is the roots, which is the instrumentation and the longevity alone, and then the skill level. Then you have PE, which is the message and the strength of that message, because they were always at a high level. They never really came whack or anything like that. Then you got De La, who gave us kind of like the message, but also the fun and the openness and the freeing feeling of just being black. You know what I'm saying? My black doesn't supersede your black, and your black don't supersede mine, and we can all be amazing and black together.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang changed the paradigm of how business was done with hip hop. To have a group that then had solo albums that were all so successful was something that was never done. To get into comics, to get into video games, to get into clothing, they changed fundamentally what the marketing of hip hop could be. Now I know you have Run-DMC with My Adidas. I understand that, but this took it to another level.
Yeah.
And that's why culturally hip hop has reigned as long as it has, and that's why it should, because they did things at a high level for so long. Now, of course, Wu-Tang has had its issues.
Yeah,
but we cannot do from at least through the 90s, hip hop was strong, extremely strong from the business standpoint, from the diversification standpoint, from the musical standpoint, and therefore the children. That's my argument. There you go.
Yeah, Wu-Tang, my favorite group, just in general. Their impact is definitely felt throughout hip hop, throughout the world. They were Wu-Tang worldwide. They weren't just like, oh, Wu-Tang from America. It's like, no.
Nah, it's like
Wu-Tang was
you go anywhere,
everybody.
they know that W.
Yeah, you know the Wu-Tang logo is very like, it's just like kind of like the Hyro, like there's certain like hip hop logos that are like, that is iconic.
Like the Wu-Tang logo is probably just as recognizable as the Nike swoosh, and that says something.
Yeah, Wu-Tang was big. Yeah. I mean, they had some duds in the end. Not saying it's the end, but
they're still alive. So they dropped
some duds collectively.
Yeah,
and
you know what? Is that documentary out yet?
This in May. I think.
The smart thing to do,
May 25th.
The smart thing to do, if they've done it, is to make an album on the sneak that is super, super fuego. And then after that documentary comes out, like a week later, be like, album. That would be the smart thing. Now, I don't know if they've done it, but the smart thing would have been to be like, all right, we got this documentary coming. People going to be looking. Once the documentary dropped, like 3 to 5 days later, album.
Now, Wu-Tang is never broken up, but sometimes it feels like they're broken up.
They've taken hiatus.
Well, I mean, the way they do sometimes attack each other, kind of thing.
They're not you're right. They have,
especially Ray towards RZA.
Yeah,
that's like
Ray towards
the main storyline.
Yeah, has definitely been. Ray's been vocal about the money.
Yeah, and Ray's about the business, so I don't understand that. But Wu-Tang, just the impact of just the business side musically.
Yeah,
they were different. They're from Staten Island. Most of them were.
Yeah.
The sound was different. The way they moved was just different. The energy was just different. And I think it stemmed from RZA's like vision.
Yeah, RZA's vision.
He had a vision to put them 9 people together, which is no one was thinking like that.
Like imagine this. Now, of course, times are different in 2019 as opposed to 80. Let's say 87, 88, 89, something. Whenever
something like that. 88, 89.
So, Matt, you probably can't even get 3 of your friends together for a lunch. All right, let's just be for real. This dude somehow organized 9. Well, I guess you could say 8 other people together to make one album, much less multiple other ones. You know what I'm saying? But one whole album, that is a feat in itself. RZA's vision is incredible, and the reason you know it's special is because it still stands, and on top of still standing, you see so many people that tried it and failed. We can go. I can think of probably about 2-3 groups that try to do, or collectives that try to do it as well, and not even close.
Yeah, it's just like, I think the base was strong of Wu-Tang. The base, like how they started, they all like kind of in the same boat. You know what I mean? Like some of them had failed deals, especially RZA and GZA.
RZA and GZA had the failed deals. Yeah,
and they were feeling some type of way about their music industry. So the only way they can do is strengthen numbers. You know, like having more people. Especially on stage, you see 9 people on stage. You're like, yo, this is a clan. This is a crew.
This is serious.
And they all, the way they all play off each other was just like,
and they all
great.
All of them had skills.
Yes, no, all of them had skills.
All of them had skills.
No, now Hugo was the lower tier. He still had skills.
Hugo was mad. It's weird. Hugo shows sparks from time to time.
Yeah, sparks.
And Master Killer is essentially the GZA light, but but they all had skills, and man, that 36 Chambers, man, that GZA album, that Meth album, that Raekwon album, that Iron Man album, bruh, and then coming back with the with Forever. It's, bruh, come on. You got to give it to them. They are the hip hop group. Yeah. I don't think there's another that I would put above them. Just what they've done.
Yeah. Me and Haas talked about this. We wish,
like straight up, regardless of what they've done, if RZA, if they got on Instagram Live right now and all 8 of them was together and it was like, yo, we got an album coming out tomorrow. Bet money every hip hop publication would be buzzing because of the work they put in. Every blog, print, media, people be going crazy because Wu is back. That'd probably be the hashtag. The hashtag would be Wu is back.
Wu is back. And the thing is, like they would put Wu on everything, like the Wu Mansion, the Wu, the Wu Mobile, like you know what I mean, the Wu sneakers, the Wu Wallies. You know what I'm saying?
Wu Wallies.
Like
yo, no.
Oh, my man. Ooh, yo, Gravediggers. You know Gravediggers?
Gravediggers is a weird space for me.
All right. Well, he said it was a classic, and I believe with this guy.
Gravediggers,
visual good.
They're in a weird place for me. I feel like I feel like they got one hot album and then poof.
No, they only have two. So the first album is it.
Yeah, but
no, we don't talk about the second album.
Oh, I'm about to say
we never talk about the second album.
Oh well, but it exists. They pressed it. And they sent it out to people.
Prince Paul was a part of the first one. That's why. The second one was more like prison, some weirdness.
Yeah.
The first one, that first one, 6 feet deep.
Yeah.
That's
6 feet deep.
6 feet deep. That's my jam. That's Prince Paul. That's why it was very Prince Paul. It's like basically Prince Paul meets like some hardcore Wu-Tang members.
Actually, we might have to do a Prince Paul episode because Prince Paul has put his little like influential fingers in so many pies, man.
But just a bunch of like stuff behind the scenes.
A bunch of like behind the scenes random stuff where you're like, oh, that's dope. Oh yeah, that's Prince Paul. It's like, oh, for real.
Have you heard Handsome Boy Mountain School?
Yeah, well, I've heard I got on the instrumentals when I was like searching around.
Well, you told me much instrumentals.
Like I went like a gang of like songs and instrumentals. I was like, it's that heat.
Yeah, right some of them they got some good stuff in there.
Like, don't sleep.
Yeah, Handsome Boy Mountain School with him and Danny Automator. That's
yeah. But see, there you go, guys.
They know. He's like Danny Automator.
Y'all know what's up. Instagram knows what's up.
IG knows
what's up. IG knows what's up. YouTube knows what's up. So Thomas D says Wu forever. Tavana says Wu-Tang for life.
For life.
Yo, man. King Hebrew shouting out, agreeing with a brother. Wu-Tang, man.
And then another thing Wu-Tang started to do after, like, they had their reign or whatever. They started to branch out into like different countries and coasts and stuff like that. So they had like the Wu-Tang, like they had some of them were unofficial, some of them were official, or most like half of them were unofficial. But like it's like everybody wanted to be a part of Wu. Like everybody, yo, I'm a Wu-Tang member. I'm like the 54th member. You know what I mean?
Like you ain't Wu-Tang.
My name is Killer.
Yo, do you know
Killer Pumpy Pump?
Do you know how many fake Wu-Tang?
Yo, I was part of Wu-Tang. Shaquille. That was my name. Shaquille.
You know how many fake Wu-Tang?
Shaquan the chef right here. Chef Shaquan.
Oh man, but
now it's Arckatron. That's my.
Oh boy, don't listen to him, man. He was not in
Wu West. Yeah, they had Black Knight. They had all these different groups. Yeah, man, they had a bunch of groups.
But they did like they at least opened the door for people to, like Holocaust, Wu Gambino, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Even Remini, who was Jewish.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, all right.
He had a whole song about the Holocaust called "Never Again."
Oh, all right. Well,
that's what I'm saying. They branched out.
Yeah. So there's
Killer Army, Sons of Man.
Killer Army's first album. Whoo, we gotta do that, man. Well, see, that might be another one because I loved it when I loved it when it came out.
Yeah, you might want to listen to it before you decide you want to do it for the show.
No, I want to listen cold and come and do a show.
Are you want to do Killer Army? You already only want to do Killer Army.
Killer Army, yo,
the last Armageddon.
The last Armageddon. I don't know how many Armageddons you gotta have, but if this is the last Armageddon, this is gonna suck. Because the first Armageddon was already Armageddon.
Killer Army. I mean, but they were official. Like
they were official. Yeah,
Sons of Man official. Black Knight, they were official because they were on Wu-Tang
Killer Priest and all them.
Killer Priest, definitely.
Yeah. So but Wu. Their presence has been felt. I would love for them to come back and do something together. But I also know as men at that age, you got kids. Some people might have grandkids by now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like it's not as easy to do as when you were like say 20.
I think, man,
but
I think it is.
I think it would be great for them to get back and do something
me and
for
Haas
real.
always say this only can be done. You gotta get rid of your managers, get rid of your lawyers, get rid of all them people. But I don't think they actually like chill with each other anymore.
Oh, you mean like
hang out with each other?
Yeah, actually like spend time with each other.
Think how much time they spent when they were making the albums and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
they were together, and that's why
even when you hear their story, it's similar. When you hear their story, it's similar to like the Dungeon Family, where it's like, yo, we will all meet up at such and such house, and we just be there all day.
Riz's basement.
Yeah, we just be there all day long.
But it's two things. I always say two things.
All right,
synergy and energy. Synergy is who's around you and what's feeding you, like steel sharp steel. So if they know steel around, you're gonna be dull. That's why a lot of Wu-Tang music since forever has been a lot of hit and miss.
Okay.
When it's hit, it's a hit. But when it's miss,
it's miss.
It's a miss.
It's one of those like whiffs, like hard, like one of them Looney Tunes whiffs where they swing the bat and they spin around like 100 times. It's one of them joints.
So that's a sad part as a Wu fan, as a Wu like making whack movies, wasting time. So RZA making whack movies, wasting time. Yes, RZA. Yes, RZA. That man with the iron fist. You know, there's a part 2 to that.
Yes,
I'm like, why?
I think Dave Bautista is in the sequel.
Drax is in the sequel.
Yeah,
he got Drax for the sequel.
Man, look. Hey,
he had what's his name? He had Jor-El in the first one.
Oh snap! You right.
Damn. If you're gonna
look,
go comic movie.
Hey, look at this. If you had the opportunity to make a movie, you gotta take the shot. Now, do I think it's great?
It's really bad. When he cut his hands off, ooh, that part was super weird. Yeah.
Look,
like,
man.
why is he making that noise? Ooh.
Have you ever had your hands cut off? You don't know what sound you're gonna make.
Yeah, that part was stupid.
You don't know what sound you're gonna make.
No, but his facial expression was so. Ooh,
look. All right, look. First, all right. First,
yeah, his facial expression was so bad.
Look, if you get your hands cut off, you're gonna be making weird faces too.
Yeah,
right? But your whole hands.
It was so much better if he was just the narrator of the movie and not in the movie himself.
Yo,
that was just a weird.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen his other stuff, like the domestic violence one and another one?
Yeah, other movies
before, like Bobby Digital days, like that. He had a couple. And the Bobby Digital movie, I think there's an actual movie. Yeah, it's interesting.
But then he gave us the instrumentation for Afro Samurai, and I'm down with that.
And Ghost Dog. Those are highs to you. I love that soundtrack. I'm like, yo.
No, I'm not mad at the soundtrack. I'm just thinking about Forrest Whitaker.
Because he watches the show.
Forrest Whitaker, because he watches the show. Why Forrest Whitaker trying to be a Forrest Whitaker was like like that was Liam Neeson. Forrest Whitaker just looked. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. All right, Forrest Whitaker just looked weird, walking around trying to be cool. Then he just looked. I don't know, man. Forrest Whitaker, one, great actor. I love your style. You got skills.
Never liked him. So
two, I don't know why you did Ghost Dog, but you did it. 3, why didn't you get like any kind of like skills training or something? He looked like
maybe they were going for the Shogun Assassin kind of thing. The guy playing Shogun Assassin, he ain't look like no guy like really like slice people up.
Yeah, like he's a little heavy. You gotta study your art, man. And you gotta work with your size. There's different fighting styles that works for different sizes.
Okay.
And for being a large guy,
he doesn't do well work. You know who else doesn't do well working with their size? Tyler Perry.
Yeah, because Tyler Perry is actually mad tall.
He played Tavana's favorite movie. What's it called again?
Alex Cross. All right, now big shout out to Tavana. She said, I'm so mad they closed the Wu-Tang store in Philly. You know what I'm saying?
That was on
you know what I'm saying?
South Street? I don't know what that was.
Tavana said we going to hell talking about sports.
not. This is Forrest
Oh
Whitaker.
man,
We're talking about nothing but his acting.
Oh man,
and his lack of
Marquise, what up? What up? Nice to see you. Said playing Ace Combat 6, listening to NERDSoul. Salute. What up? What up? This is if you're someone who is if I was to do the action sequences for Ghost Dog, someone who's Forrest Whitaker's size or like my size, I would have him studying like judo, wrestling, stuff like that. So his moves would be very kind of like forceful, overpowering moves.
Like Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal would always he'll take you.
Nah, Steven Seagal be doing too much of this.
No, I talk about that. But I'm talking about when he uses like the keto and throw.
Yeah, but more forceful. Judo sliding into the MMA, very forceful, very kind of rush down kind of moves. Because he's a bigger guy, so be big. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're a bigger guy, like rush down people. Overpower them, slam them into things.
Sidebar again. Wasn't Tyler Perry in some movie recently where he was playing some kind of action dude?
Man, Tyler Perry, I don't know what he be in. He was in Boo, Medea 2. All right. And then
he was in some other movie outside.
He was like Medea Dead.
He was like number. I gotta look it up.
Lotus Scholar said BJJ. Yeah, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But something where you see him overpowering people because he's a big guy. So be big. You like if you're big. Don't try to be Bruce Lee on screen. Why? There's no reason. You don't need to do all that. Be a big guy. Show your power. Show your size. Show your strength. Which is something that a lot of movies seem to shy away from. You know what I'm saying? But something that handled it well was Black Panther with M'Baku. Also, big shout out to all the Gorilla Clan or whatever, because all them dudes look like they did. They all look like they did time. Like, when they came through, I'd have been like, "Nah, I'm cool. I don't want them, bro. You good."
It was Vice. He was in Vice. He played Colin Powell. That's what it was.
He played Colin Powell.
Yeah, in that Vice.
Tyler Perry played Colin Powell.
Yeah.
Colin Powell.
Colin Powell.
Like the Colin Powell we know.
Yes.
Like from the government.
Yes, Colin Powell. Yes.
Like that dude. The dude they wanted to be the black president.
Yeah, that guy. He played him in the Vice movie about Dick Cheney. That's why I saw him. I was like, what?
Tyler, you know what? I'm not mad because Tyler getting that money.
No. I'm gonna show
Tyler Perry getting that money.
I'm gonna show you a picture of it too. Hold on.
Because he was in Star Trek too. So I can't even mess with. Look,
no, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Star Trek.
Get that money.
Yeah, why was he?
Get that money. He was on the little council or whatever. When
he was in the Ninja Turtles movie too.
Yeah, I remember that. That was dumb. But you know what though, Tyler, get your money. Because I'll say this. I was at going in and get your flex ready. I was at the screening. I was at the screening where Tyler Perry did a panel about how he shoots his films and the way he shoots films, the speed and the production level that he's able to put out to be able to finish a movie in a weekend. Now, I'm not saying the quality. I'm just saying the level of production and the speed. I got to give him props for being able to put things together that fast and the way he's able to film things that quickly. Oh snap! Check it. Look, your boy is. Look at Tyler J. Colin Powell.
He did a pretty good job. Kind of.
He looked like Colin Powell, old daddy or something.
He do. He looked like Colin Powell's father. Yes.
Yeah.
OG Colin Powell. Colin Powell
the first.
The first. Yeah.
Oh man. Look, but I respect his work ethic. Another thing I respect about Colin, another thing I respect about Colin Powell is that Colin Powell, he did tons of government stuff. I don't even know what was he? Was he like Department of Justice? Was state senator? What was Colin Powell? He did something. All right. He was he was
W.
He was there. He was
a W. That's all. No Walker.
Yeah. Colin Powell did something. But anyway.
And Condoleezza Rice too.
Yeah, Condoleezza Rice. You know what I'm saying? She was out there doing what she like. I don't know, was she like Surgeon General? I don't know what she was.
Surgeon General?
I don't know what she was. Look, she was something important. All right.
He said Surgeon General.
Look, just forget all that. Tyler Perry, like it or not, has put money in a lot of black people's hands, and he's given a lot of black people their start. And in a time when there's not a lot of during a time where there wasn't a lot of representation on television, the only person producing multiple television shows with black people, regardless of the quality, was Tyler Perry.
That's the only thing I just don't. Yeah. I like the idea. I like the idea.
I would rather
don't like the content.
Yeah. My only thing to Tyler Perry would be like, yo, continue to produce. Be a dope producer. Hire writers. You hire tons of like on-screen talent. Hire some writers. Now you can still do the story. Like story by is basically like Tyler Perry saying this person comes from this area. They move into town. They meet someone they fall in love with, and then it goes to the shambles, and they end up breaking up. That's the story. Then get real writers to put together the script, please. But besides that, I respect him as a businessman, what he's done, what he's able to continue to do. Someone who made Atlanta hot when won't nobody trying to film there was Tyler Perry. Got to give him, from a business and a film standpoint, I give him his props. I bow down to the dude from the writing and the quality stuff. But
I'm gonna run that by me again. What was that?
In other words, it's a big no for me, dog. But big shout out to Colin Powell, aka Alex Cross. We got love for you. Tyler Perry watches the show, so you know I got love for Tyler Perry, and I ain't trying to mess with him because I ain't trying to end up like Monique. So,
wait, she messed with Tyler Perry? I thought that was the other guy.
Now remember, it's all of them. Oprah, Tyler, and Lee Daniels.
They're all against Monique.
Whoa, Monique. She got the ball rolling.
She got beef with all of them.
Yeah, she might not. She might be trying to.
She got beef with commercial with gold teeth.
Yeah, okay. yeah. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Thomas D said he looked old and sick. Lotus Scholar. Yo, all right, you know what? All right, straight up funny. I was describing this woman to my wife one time, right? And look, this is between you and me. I don't nobody else know this. All right, so don't tell nobody. All right. So I'm describing this woman to my wife, and you know, this woman, she kind of get on my nerves a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And my description to her was she looked old and black. Now I know what y'all gonna say. All right. Because sisters, y'all gonna jump on me, and I know what I said was wrong, but it's right. All right. Because when I showed Lisa a picture, she was like, she do look old and black. But I'm just saying, don't just go around telling people that they old and black.
But old and black could be like, you could be 90 and be old and black.
No, she looked like
black.
She looked dry. She looked dried up.
This black cracked is what you're saying?
Yeah, it cracked.
Black crack.
Oh, she
like
looked
black crack pepper.
She looked old up. All right, okay. She just old, just old. Okay. I just crumpled up. But anyway.
He could have been 100 years old, man.
Lotus Scholar said, did he bleach?
Oh, yeah. I don't know what they did with it. I don't know what they did.
Lotus Scholar said Joint Chiefs and Secretary of State. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I don't know their positions.
Thomas D said she looked like death. Man, but see, you know what? You guys, thank you for hanging with us. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn more about Tyler Perry. I learned more about Tyler Perry. We talked about Forrest Whitaker, and we got our groups in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We good.
Two of the actors I don't like at all. It's great. Anyone else I don't like?
Let's see. Eris Gal 30 says, don't tell nobody. Then he tells the internet. But see, man, you don't never know who it is. You don't know who's old and black. You don't know. You don't know who's old and black. See, only I know who old and black. Well, my wife knows who's old and black too, but you don't know. All right. So shh. Okay. Keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody I told you. But thank you for hanging with us, top hip hop groups. Before we get out of here, is there anything you need to announce?
I have nothing to announce.
Nothing to announce now?
Wait, was I supposed to have to announce something?
I'll announce it for him. Arckatron is a master producer, and he has lent some of his music to Laser Wolf animated series. It's dope. It's out now.
That was last week.
Nah, it's still going.
That's true. So every Sunday at 12 a.m. PST time, 9 o'clock. Well, that'll be like 3 o'clock on East Coast time. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. 12 o'clock. Just watch every Sunday. 2 episodes. There's like 6 more episodes. There's already 4 out. Yeah, check it out. You help support. You know what I'm saying,
Laser Wolf. Shout out to Henry.
Henry
the worst.
Henry the Worst. Shout out to everybody who worked on the show.
And I'm gonna have Henry on the show. So if you like Laser Wolf, keep tuning in because I'll have him on the show soon. We're gonna be getting together. We gotta get our schedule straight, but we're gonna get together. Yeah. Yo, I don't play. This guy I get on mine. I'll be like, blip, blip. What you doing? Yeah, oh, I ain't doing nothing. Yo, I need you on the show. All right, I'm gonna be on the show. All right, peace. That's the quick version of what happened.
Yeah, I mean that's perfect because it makes sense. You know,
you know what I'm saying?
Nerd culture.
NERDSoul. You know what I'm saying? I have an animation show called Thumbnails where we talk animation. So and he's a brother.
Yeah.
Yo, am I my brother's keeper? Yes. This you gotta let it be silent after that for a little bit. Okay, now we can talk. So before we get out of here, where can the wonderful people find you?
You can find me all over the internet at ARCKATRON.com, but also on IG, FB, TWITTER, and Tumblr, and
you on Tumblr?
Snapchat? Yeah, I'm on Tumblr.
Hey, he's doing it up.
Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook. What else am I on? Everything as Arckatron, except I wasn't on Vine when it was out. That was a dope time.
Lotus Scholar said, "Was she Miss Jane Pittman, old and black?" Man, Thomas D. I don't know if Laser Wolf is on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is because Adult Swim has a channel.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty sure they at least have clips.
They had the first episode on Adult Swim.
All right, cool.
From the YouTube page. So
then after y'all leave this stream, check out Laser Wolf. It's for me. I'd say you might want to be high when you watch it.
Meaning higher intelligence, not myself. No, high like in the clouds.
Get an edible and then watch it. Hey, look, it's a family show. Kids don't get no edibles. Unless it's just a regular stick.
Yeah. Elixir's in the house. What's going on, Elixir?
Oh, where? Elixir, what up? What up?
Greetings.
You know what? I think I want to get Elixir on the show doing something. What? Hey, look, I'll message you. Anyway, guys, you can find me, ThatNERDSoul. That's right. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Thank you so much for getting me past 2,000 subs. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting that thumbs up, that thumbs down. And if you ain't subscribed, yo, look, go and hit that button. Now, if you ain't going to hit that button, I'm going to send Tyler Perry after you. Now, I want you to hit that thumbs up, but if you hit that thumbs down, I'm going to send Forrest Whitaker after you. All right? So you got your choice. All right? Either subscribe or you're getting Tyler Perry dressed as Colin Powell. You can hit that thumbs up or get Forrest Whitaker. Now, I don't know if he's going to be able to see you or not, but he's going to be coming. Now, you know what? That was wrong. I retract that. I retract my previous statement. Forrest Whitaker, you know I love you. We here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go there.
That's messed up, man.
I was wrong. On my own self.
That's not even the reason why I don't like him. I don't like him because he's acting. I never did.
I thought he was a good actor.
I never liked him, and even in Bloodsport, I didn't like him.
What about in Star Wars where he's like, boy, Khaled?
What were you talking about? Tyler Perry or Forrest Whitaker?
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker was in Star Trek?
Yeah, he was in Star Wars.
Oh, you said Star Trek.
Tyler was in Star Trek.
You just said Star Trek.
Oh, sorry. Well, anyway, Star Wars for Forrest Whitaker.
Oh, he was
Star Trek.
What's the cat? Ghost Dog gonna kick your ass. What's he talking about?
Ghost Dog. Look,
she must have went back on him.
Ghost Dog. Look, let me tell you something. Who's that? Elixir.
Yeah,
look, Ghost Dog can come over here if you want to. All right,
with the slow kicks.
And baby, them slow kicks. I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I ain't probably gonna do. I ain't gonna hurt Forrest Whitaker. All right, but I might flex it. Yeah, him with that tiger uppercut. You know,
Tiger.
That's right.
Tiger uppercut.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. But guys, Tiger, thank you. Tiger. Guys, look, we love all y'all. Thank you for hanging with us.
Yeah.
Next week we don't know what we got next week yet, but look, we got some hip hop. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be Hadoukens. It's gonna be Tiger knees.
That's why I did that. That's why I did that.
It's gonna be a whole bunch of like Capcom versus SNK. Kickoken. It's gonna be a whole bunch of that.
Yep.
A whole bunch of that all day. And then after that, you can just chill. So from us to you, thank you for watching. Make sure you share this to your friends. If they like hip hop and people just being silly and talk about Forrest Whitaker and old and black women, tell them come on by. But black women, I love y'all. It's just that every now and then one of y'all, I think that y'all can teach me something when I already know y'all getting on my nerves, acting arrogant because you old and black. All right? Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. You old and black and you know who you are. Actually, she doesn't know who she is. But anyway, guys, we out here.
Peace up, A-Town down, NJ all the way. We going out of here. Knock it out the park.
Oh man. The older black lady.
Oh, shout out to Tiger Woods. We ain't talking about Tiger Woods.
Oh, snap, Tiger Woods. Yeah, all right. So Tiger Woods. All right, look, we gonna go on.
It's an hour. It's an hour. We be good. We still good.
Tiger Woods, big shout to you, my man. You want to know why? People hated on you. You know what I'm saying? You went out, you stepped outside your home, you had a couple women, you know what I'm saying? All right, maybe it was more than a couple. But still, people was like, you done. You over. You got injured. They was like, you ain't never gonna come back. You ain't never gonna play at the level you played at before. You ain't never getting another Masters. And then when he said, hold my beer. He was like, click up. Straight up. Mad holes in one.
That's how it works. Click up. That's how it works. Okay.
Man, I don't know how you look. I've only played Mario Golf, but I know one thing. He was hitting mad birdies and eagles and holes in ones and stuff. He was hitting all those.
Holes in one.
Look, Tiger did good.
He may have had an eagle, but I don't know the hole in one.
Look, he did good. All right, Tiger did a whole bunch of good stuff. Okay. So shouts out to Tiger. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to anybody who's rising above the hate that people trying to place on them. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Rise above it, y'all. That's a lesson from this week. Rise above it. Somebody trying to hate on you, they tell you can't do it. Just be like, you know what? I'm gonna keep on working. I'm gonna do it. Just keep your head up to the sky.
Peace, y'all. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
This guy's ranting. I don't know what you're talking about. New Jersey's in the house.
You the one that brought him up.
VA in the house. VA's in the house.
VA in the house.
Thanks for Elixir to come out.
Elixir, what up?
To come out. Vision Goodie.
Everybody.
Goodies. Who else is up in here? I can't remember who else is up in here. Oh yeah, who rocked the spot? Oh yeah, it's actually DJ Rock the Spot.
All right, cool. Rock the spot. Then over here we got King Hebrew, Thomas D. We got Tavana came through. We got your boy. Let's see. Lotus Scholar. Came through. Hologram came through. Eris Gal 30 came through, and Markeith Collins. Yo, thank you for spreading the love, hanging out with us, and chilling while we just get silly at the end of the stream. So from us to you, we living our best lives. See y'all next week, and go play some golf. Peace, and more peace.